Anyway, good luck!
I think in the stream they don't see the brackets.
Really?
Really.
Oh my god. No way.
Alright, so they're showing now. So,
I was just
Currye and 55. Currye getting roll caught by Vihander right now. Just getting chained by crouch folks here. Alright. Oh, and Currye gets backstep by 55 and missed jumping R2 there. Alright, Currye gets the buff off on punish. Tries to strafe that, looks like. This is the most of the two that can half it. 2-hit smash. Attacking out a hit stun and it works out successfully this time. He gets hit fairly in range by jumping on one there from 55. And he's able to get a jumping R2 on 55 as well. Oh, attacking out of hit stun. Well, it looks like Currye still has their tier. And 55 is about a hit away from down. Taking priority there with the crouch folks. And delays the last one just a little too much and gets punished for it.
Good job!
Good fight.
Good job!
Yeah.
So now it's 1-1. Alright, that was a good rolling attack there. Currye up against the wall. Crouchbook's taking priority there. Oh, Currye gets roll caught by the running R1 again. Goes for the trade. Matches out of hit stun again. Does not quite get roll caught, but Pinnacle twice. Currye still has a chance to bring this back. And jumping R2, just barely in range. Half hit there on 55. 55 going for more crouch pokes, and is able to read a panic roll, delaying the third crouch poke and successfully roll catching him.
Good fight.
Good fight!
So that is 3 for 55. Currye still managed to get around. He played pretty well, all things considered. Alright, so alright, so we've got Dragon King's Cragblade versus Lightning's Wyhammer. Starting off with ridbuff landing and jumping in. Goes for the running R2 and is able to successfully land it. Gets the backswing, jumping R1 to R1. There, jumping R1, but lands taking a trade. So far, ridbuff is in a significant lead here. Misses the HGS swipe there and gets well out for it. Gets hit again, but is able to jump over Tshark's attack. Looks like ridbuff still has their tier. Lands the side hitbox from the running R2 and follows it up with a standing R1.
Always feels sad to see fashion show players die. I'll root for you, Tshark. Good luck!
Going for the delayed R1, lands the running R2. HDS versus Zweihander in this case is going to be a difficult match with a Zweihander. It looks like ridbuff can win trade even with a faster weapon. Faster and more agile. Lands the jumping R2 over the running R1 on Tshark. Tshark goes for a roll catch, but it's just out of range. Ridbuff jumping over a lot of attacks here. Goes for the delayed R2, but Tshark manages to roll it. Lands the Zweihander jumping R1. Oh, unfortunate, Tshark gets the slide there into the jumping R1. And the follow-up standing R1 from ridbuff. Look at this Tshark.
GG.
GG.
Alright, ridbuff is using Morningstar now to finish up the round possibly. Tshark can still come back from this. Lands a very, I want to say out of range, but someone's good. Trade there. Goes for the roll catch, but seems to be just out of range. Tshark goes for a trade with ridbuff and is able to win that trade successfully. Morningstar is going to have considerably lower damage. Ah, I see. So ridbuff is going for lightning land here. There goes ridbuff's tier. Gets hit in the face with another R1. Jumping R1 read and gets hit when trying to strafe on the very end of the hitbox.
Good job,
Good
Tshark.
job,
Nice
Tshark.
Good
GG.
job.
They-
GG.
they-
Well played.
yeah.
Alright, so it looks like ridbuff's sticking with the Morningstar, but starting out with a buff punish on the lightning slash with the Frostbot. Is a good move. Ridbuff jumps over the attack, but still manages to get hit by the very end of the hitbox. Another jumping out of neutral attack from Tshark. Tshark going for a running R2, out of range to get roll caught after panic rolling. Oh, nice strafe from Tshark, but going to end up leading it to anything, and Tshark gets hit with the R2 into R1 from Morningstar. But trade. Another trade. Ridbuff still has their tier. And going for lightning ram again. Catching up. Trade there. Ridbuff still has higher HP and Tshark is out about one hit away.
Oof.
Tshark can still bring it back. With some careful spacing. Ridbuff is whipping a lot of stuff in the back. And it goes for another trade.
That's
least
unfortunate.
Yeah, 3 for Ridbuff.
Well played, very close. Good fights.
Good
Yeah.
fight.
But players did good.
Good luck.
Alright, so we've got a mage with an off ultra greatsword against ornamentals. Alright, so Wing of Estelle with off Uggs is gonna be very interesting to see against ornamentals. I guess it's for trades. Jacob trying to get close, but having some difficulty against Estelle's R2s. Hit by the running attack. Hit by the follow-up projectile, but mashes twice with the ornamentals R1. Doesn't get well caught this time. It's a very interesting matchup. But the ornamental mash is a little too strong to trade with just outright. Lailcy gets caught by the very end of the running attack. Catches Jacob with the follow-up part of the R2, but gets chipped at the end by the ornamentals.
GG.
GG!
Lailcy starting out with landing a spell. It looks like Jacob swaps to his talisman. Lailcy going with main hand dagger. Pretty nice, gets chipped by the jumping R2 ornamentals. Jacob not letting up on the pressure here. Landing another jumping R2 into R1. But gets roll caught by Lailcy's full charged R2 from Wing of Estelle. Knocked out of the air by Lailcy's projectiles. Goes for a trade there, but looks like
no.
Jacob's getting disconnected. Yeah, we're gonna have to reset that as far as I can tell.
Guys,
Sure
what
thing.
happened?
I don't know,
Yeah.
suddenly you stand still.
But he died. The heck?
Just packet loss looks like we can't really count that.
It's alright, we can reset the match. Now it's 1-0.
Oh my god.
Yes, it's still 1-0. Alright, Jacob immediately running up here to avoid any type of buff damage. Clips Lailcy right at the beginning there. Lailcy wins. Barely in reach running R2. Goes for a projectile. Some weird latency shenanigans going on here. Blade hits register. Hits Jacob.
When you reset the match, I see Pakaros.
Yeah, there's a lot of skipping and weird latency interactions which shouldn't be happening on 80 MS. Seems to be mostly evened out now as far as I can see. Yeah, hits are registering much earlier, which they should be. Here's Lailcy's tier. Lailcy's swapping to Nimble Thunder Sword and then back to Wing and Stone. Going for those projectile roll catches. Knocks Jacob out of the air with the projectile. Nice roll discipline from Lailcy there. Jacob gets hit by another range projectile from Wing of Estelle. Lailcy going for an up close consumable and gets roll caught when attempting to escape.
Although I felt like I free buff. Did I free buff?
GG.
GG? Free buff?
Yeah, like I feel like I drank like a sec before before I landed. Sorry.
I don't think so. Nothing significant. But there was a decent amount of
Okay.
packet loss in the first part of the fight.
Yeah.
Uh,
Shall we ask Lailcy whether he won
Yeah.
that match reset? Cause
Yeah, we should give it an option.
I see packet loss.
Yeah, I could see it as well.
Good luck.
Oh, we're starting from over. Yeah. Okay.
It's 1-0.
Oh, okay.
Lailcy starting out with some basic spells to keep Jacob away. Goes for the crisp blade weapon. It's clipped. It does not get hit by the backswing from ornamentals there. Also getting cornered. That's the R1 and a R2 projectile. Now pressuring Jacob. Jacob gets roll caught by an offhand great sword or L1. So with the L1 punish, goes for a trade again. Not working out for offhand ultra great sword with ornamental damage. Buffed ornamentals. Goes for the little backflip there and knocks Jacob out of the air. Goes for range projectile, but it seems just out of range of Jacob's roll. Up close spell and Lailcy gets roll cut.
I like the bow.
Looking for Crisp Blade, dash your war right off. Jacob does go for ornamental buff right away. Doesn't get punished for the buff. Lailcy lands both projectiles from the SL R2. Just a throwing knife into the R2 and lands the projectile again. Good strafing on Jacob's part. Trades into L1 and gets hit by the backswing from the best LR1s. Gets hit by another one of Lailcy's range projectiles. Gets clipped up close by the ornamental R1 swing 2 times. A little bit of skipping from Jacob there, nothing severe. He's going for a trade there and he's able to get it on Lailcy. That would be 3 points for
GG.
Jacob.
GG! Good fight!
GG. I'm gonna go fix my internet.
It's Cyber here.
Over there. Alright, so we've got Cypher on Lightning Slash, Right-hander, and Kim on Curve. Great Sword Beast. Kim already roll catching twice, 3 times. Goes for a trade against. Oh, is that Sword Dance? Sword Dance. I'll tell him in a second.
And it's banned or not?
It's
Yeah, Sword
bad.
Dance. Alright, give me a sec.
Good job, Cypher. GG.
GG, Cyber.
Immediately starting out with a trade and ending in Kim's favor. Another roll poke trade. Kim's definitely going to be out damaging. Or sorry, not Kim. Cypher is going to be out damaging Kim here with the lightning buff. Kim's going for more trades unsuccessfully. And the follow-up slash ends up getting
GG.
GG.
Cypher getting the buff off on punished again. Comes a little wave dashing there. Gets hit by Curve Blade to get close. Another trade. Follow up R1. Roll catch R1. Roll catch crouch R1. Roll catch crouch R1 again from Cypher. Wave dashing extending R1. And follow up R1 ends up getting Kim.
Well, impressive. Good fights.
Good fight.
Alright, so we have Kanu here on
What?
Executioner's Great Sword. Right, Executioner's Great Sword off pipe. And Gak Si Tal on Uchigatana off axe. There's a little bit of fashionable play going on. The Ranger Pike is going to make it very difficult to dodge Oh! Immediately starting off with the Executioner's Great Sword trade.
GG.
Very quick with low defenses on Moon's part.
I think you need to change the tiers. They refuse to change the tiers.
What a legend.
Okay, good luck.
Kind of gets punished this time for attempting weapon art. Does not quite get roll caught for the unsheath. Is able to land roll catch with the off pike. Kind of going for more trade baits there, but getting jumped over by Moon. Whiffs the greatsword R1, but doesn't get punished. Looks like Moon's going for some off whiff attacks here. Now swap to a nice greatsword and gets hit when trying to move in. It's
GG.
kind of blended there.
GG. So sad.
They have a chance, they just gotta keep baiting out the weapon art there. As it seems Kano really wants to do it over and over. A great start, truly. Kano already had a significant lead here. Good strafing from Moon. Wasn't anything lead to anything. And gets
Oh,
cut. Trying to move in against the
that's
pike.
very unfortunate.
No. Good fight.
Unfortunate, but with a build like that, they don't stand too much of a chance. Alright, so Jellyfish is on Morningstar here, and Flare is going with two-handed Scythe. To be honest, I would probably go with Scythe, like for Scythe off this against personally. Flare immediately getting hit by Poison Mist from Morningstar right off here. Things are looking about even though. Flare's got a bleed buff on the Scythe. I'm guessing they're both running. Oh no, Flare might be just running Strength with the two-handed Scythe and Bleed Boost instead. Instead of an innate Poison Infusion on Arcane. How about going for Poison Mist like Jellyfish here? A little bit of packet loss, it looked like. A bit of a skip there. Here goes Flare's tier. Jellyfish going for trades here. Trading against the Poison Mist though, evening things out. But Jellyfish still has their tier, so I suppose they're... And there goes their tier popped by the poison. So things are looking a bit even now that Jellyfish has gotten hit by the character one. Player's able to avoid getting roll caught by the poison mist there. Going for a bolus and gets the array unpunished. Rolls the bleed proc and lands running R1 on Jellyfish there. Jellyfish is quite low HP and poison. Going for a frostbot to maybe make an opportunity for a bolus there, but and goes for a trade, just barely losing the damage against
GG.
Flare.
Good fight.
GG.
Very good fight, very
Yeah, that was a good round.
Alright, Jellyfish getting clipped here by the running on. But, oh, Flare going for the Golem Great Bow in Poison Mist. Ended up close, it's unreactable there. Flare going for the Stormhawk X swap, so I guess they are on strength. Goes for another Golem shot up close. Jellyfish is able to avoid it this time. Player doing quite a lot of swaps here to try and mix things up against Jellyfish and keep him off guard. There's a bit of chip from the dagger there. Gets a successful bolus off. Goes Beast Roar and gets out of the poison mist unpunished. Possibly getting a bit of build up there.
Oh!
He gets parried by Flare.
Oh, nice.
Wow, so nice.
Advanced techniques.
Flare against the wall here. Escapes back towards the center of the arena. Goes for a bolus, but gets punished for it. Jellyfish pressuring Flare quite a bit here. Flare's got poison on, trying to get a bolus off in the corner. Gets punished for it. Very low HP and still poisoned. Goes for ornamentals to try and get Jellyfish to back off. Goes for a bolus but gets punished with Beast Roar.
GG! Good fight!
GG.
Both exchanging different status pots here. Going for another frost spot. Jellyfish rolls in and gets hit by the Zweihander R1 trades. Flare swaps the talisman. This we're running out too, but doesn't get punished for whiffing it. Flare wave dashing in to try and Jellyfish panic roll. Flare gets hit by poison mist. Tries to strafe the Morningstar Crouch R1 but gets caught and loses about half their HP for it. Successfully gets the bolus off. Flare getting pressured by the Morningstar Crouch R1 seat again. Flare trying to get another bolus off, gets punished, and there goes the tier. The bleed proc. With another Crouch R1 on Jellyfish. Spaces of that running attack very nicely. Flare's poisoned yet again. Gets clipped by the running attack. Players have very low HP here and poison, and gets clipped again when trying to pull us.
GG! Good job, Jellyfish!
Player can still bring this back. Player starts off the round landing a running R1 into two crouch R1s as Jellyfish maybe possibly gets input drop there. Hard to tell. Oh, Flare gets the slide there, but Jellyfish is just out of range of punishment. Go for frost spots again. Flare strays around the poison mist. Gets hit while crouching. Jellyfish is playing quite passively here, just trying to look for a good opening. Gets clipped again, but rolls away from the corner. And rolls back in, attempting to punish. Misses the bolus punish by just a tiny bit on Flare there. Both whiff and both go for a trade on follow-up swing. Frostbite misses from Jellyfish. Jellyfish runs in and ends up trading with the Zweihander. Flare swaps to Scythe and goes for Poison Mist. Hits Jellyfish on the very edge of the hitbox there with Poison Mist.
Wow!
Oh, nice.
2-2.
It's 2-2.
2-2.
Good fight.
Surprised there is no Mushroom Crown going on here. Alright, this could be it, unless it ends in a draw. This match will decide the winner. All playing with some careful aggression here. Player trades Chilling Mist into an R1. Gets clipped by Jellyfish's striking and roller on it. Goes for a bleed bolus and gets it off unpunished. Player gets hit by a jumping attack, rolls a well up running R1. Gets a bolus off successfully due to the short range of Morningstar. Flare ends up walking into the poison mist just slightly and gets poisoned. Jellyfish gets hit by 2 crouch R1s into a R2 out of crouch. And Flare uses that opportunity to get a bolus off and seems to have enough resistances not to be frost procced by Jellyfish's frost proc. A nice turnaround from Flare there. Still gets hit by a follow-up R1 from Jellyfish by missing the initial punish. Or gets missed. Nice spin there from Flare. Jellyfish rolls sideways and doesn't get roll caught. Gets some chip in while Flare uses Soaring Mist. Flare going for yet another swap. Swaps back to Zweihander. Jellyfish going for a sleep pot. Flare going to trade with Poison Mist up close and gets poisoned again for it. Does enough HP and does not get punished this time for it. Goes for a wave dash into R2 and Flare gets roll catch punished for it there. He's going very fast here. Flare's on ornamentals this time. Going for a trade against Morningstar. HP is looking about even. Flare's got to be careful not to be poisoned here, as Bolus Punish could really turn things around for Jellyfish. Flare back on Scythe. Gets poisoned again, immediately goes for Bolus, and gets punished for it. Both are about 1 hit away from death of each other. Flare going for Poison Mist. Trying to poison Jellyfish here to end the match. Almost gets hit better by Jellyfish. Flare's trying to carefully face Jellyfish and ends up getting clipped by a running attack.
Oh, close. Very impressive indeed.
Very
GG!
aggressive.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Good fight! Oh no. I am cheater. Oh no! Oh my god! I'm so sorry. I am cheater. It seems that even I turn off the cheat engine, the effect stays
I
still.
mean, like to restart the game.
Yeah, you have to restart the game.
Yeah, I'm so sorry. I'm so dumb. I shouldn't do that.
No, that's fine.
Sorry, buddy.
Alright, just remember, await and attack first, lose first.
Okay.
You got this.
Ah! What happened?
Alright, Silver's starting out with some great play
Ah!
attacks. You gotta get close and try and jump over. Alright, Silver now swapping to Zweihander, goes for a wave dash crouch poke into crouch poke again.
I
Is
have
able to
no
down wire.
idea what's happening.
He is using the arrows at the unreactable range. So you're going to have to prediction roll them.
I have
Or
no
just
idea
jump over
what's
them.
happening.
Alright, Silver starting out with great arrows again. While approaching Silver, approaching him into swapping back to the Zweihander. Going for Rivers of Blood Ash of War, successfully lands one. Silver's able to land to roll the second one. Now is carefully spacing them, waiting for an attack opportunity. Successfully parries Waiwai's running attack and is able to one.
I have no idea what is happening. I think I shall never PvP when I doing tournaments, cause I feel it's literally unplayable.
Alright, let's see if YY can bring it back this round. Alright, starting with some throwing knives. Silver swaps to his standard fashion. YY going for piercing, or sorry, impelling thrust. Lands an R1 on Silver. Silver going for a blue bullet straight off, gets it successfully, and then lands a standing R1 on Violet. Violet gets out by the Retro 1 into the...
I have no
Yeah, sweet.
idea what's happening. And then I died.
Alright, so we got Silver on Ornamentals and 55 on Lightning Flashes of Wyhander. So trades should be about even. They both have good builds as far as I know. Alright, 55 gets clipped by the jumping R2 from Silver right off. Silver goes for another jumping R2, but goes right over 55. 55 going for some charge pokes here. Not really landing on Silver. Not wave jumping, ashing enough to cause too much pressure on PC at a steady frame rate. The crouch R1 should be pretty reactable. And without severe blending, you're not going to cause too much panic. Silver lands another jumping R2, trades after 2 more swings with the Swyhander R1. 55 loses their fear, goes for another crouch R1, but Silver successfully reaction rolls it. There's a very good roll discipline here from Silver. Silver swaps talismans, and seemingly swaps helmet. 55 goes for Holy Ground. Silver does not get any punish off of it and gets clipped by one of the little holy beams. Silver swaps talismans again. Silver jumps clear over and gets clipped by the very end hitbox from the running R1 on 55.
Wow, Holy Ground is banned.
Wait a second. Wait a second, I believe you're right.
So close.
A Holy Ground is banned, I see. Alright, we'll ping them up.
So who
Dark Lord,
violated the rules?
55 did.
Go for it! 53, 55. Free ring for
I think
me.
55 is... Alright, there we go. 55 going in for some quick wave dashing there, but Silver is able to successfully roll it. Fifty-five going for trades, but Silver's able to get many more attacks out of that and successfully win the trade by a very large margin. Stuffing Talisman's in Helmet again to go back to the Ritual Shield Talisman. Silver just waiting for a safe flash back opportunity. Goes in for the trade against Golden Land. Golden Land spamming for 55. Silver stops it with a Frostbot and gets clipped by a few little Holy Beams. Silver goes for a jumping out too. 55 trying to keep up some pressure here, but Silver is just running away. Silver jumps right over. This is the R1. Goes for 3 R1s, all of which land on 55 here. Silver trying to finish all 55 with some throwing knives. Lands one. One more throwing knife should probably finish off 55. Silver going for Wakizashi and lands the throwing knife.
That's unfortunate. Good luck!
Good luck.
55 immediately approaching Silver and starting out with Golden Land again. Hit the Silver with a crouch poke there. Silver's able to land the jumping R2 on 55. Goes for the jumping R1, misses it, and successfully reaction rolls. 55's crouching R1 is fine. Jumping R2 Silver. And another ornamental slot to pick. Mids will be jumping R1 again on 55. Silver goes for the running R2. Running R1, I suppose, on ornamentals in this. Both players are playing very carefully here, just waiting for a very safe attack opportunity. Five. Successfully roll catches Silver with that crouch vote, for some wave dash. Silver whiffs and gets whiff punished there by. Or 55 gets whiff punished. Silver attempting to dodge the projectiles, gets roll caught by the crouch with nice timing there from 55. 55 gets caught in the last parts of the third aspect of the R1 chain there. Silver does a delayed R1 with ornamentals and doesn't quite catch 55. Goes for the jumping arm, just out of range, and clips 55 on the backswing from ornamentals, up close. Oh, Silver gets the slide into crouch R1, and does a roll in with Wakazashi
Good fight!
rolling R1.
Right. GG.
Very nice.
Very nice. Unfortunate. Yeah! Remain for me! Yeah! Good job! Good job, buddy!
Hate revenge.
Alright, so looks like we have an ornamental meter here. They both buff up at about the same time.
New
This
round
really
fight.
comes down to who can jump better and who has better spacing. Immediately exchanging hits there. Things are already looking about even. Jacob carefully waiting for an opportunity here. Trying to bait in Cypher to do something. Wins the backswing hit into the third R1 of the chain. Hits Cypher on jump in. And gets it going there. Jacob goes for the jumping R1, he misses it. Goes for jumping R2, goes for standing R1, gets hit by another throwing knight. He's going for R1 into R1 and lands a half hit on the first one and the full R1 on the follow-up hit. Jacob goes for another R1, gets stunned out of it by Cypher's jumping R2. Careful reaction rolling and trading here. Looks like Jacob still has their tier, but does not seem that Cypher still has theirs. Jacob goes for another jumping R1, but Cypher prediction rolls it.
A little bit skipping from Jacob.
Yeah,
No.
Jacob's just standing still now. Some
I
skipping
think
and
we shall reset this match.
yeah, don't really have much of a choice. We can ask them how it was, but I'm guessing we'll get the same thing. It was a massive skip.
Yeah.
And considering that 55 is just doing a bunch of double rolling here on what should be a pretty good connection. Alright, let's ask them.
Guys,
Sure.
laggy.
Not sure.
I just
Because of
I
the
just-
net or it's because of Cypher, but I think we shall reset the match
Yeah, reset.
Sure.
Good luck.
Good
I
luck.
hope I didn't rebuff.
Alright, both opponents here just waiting for the other to make the first move. The addition of the Power Stance Thrusting Sword jumping R1 that Ornamentals gets does give them a nice unreactable option to try and aggro in here with relatively low risk, which is a very low recovery it has. Which does make it make this mirror differ from standard Power Stance Straight Sword mirrors, as they do have a bit of an aggressive option, other than the standard, very reactable moveset that normal Power Stance Straight Swords have. Jacob attempts the entire R1 chain there, without much success. Successfully whiff punishes Cypher's jumping R1. That was very good spacing. Spaces Cypher's jumping, punishes. Jacob gets hit by 2 R1s from Jacob there. Both exchanging throwing knives. Cypher gets hit by Jacob. Jacob goes for a trade there, but just gets clipped, and he's able to land a follow-up hit after Cypher rolls away. Jacob gets stunned out of the air and gets hit by a follow-up half hit from the third R1 swing. A little bit of skipping here. Stuff gets clipped by jumping R2. Doing a little bit of skipping there. Jacob wins this.
GG. Good fight.
GG.
GG.
Good luck.
Alright, both buffing their ornamentals up for another round in this mirror. Both will miss the jumping R2 passive hit. Cypher gets punished for the jump in again. Jacob just barely misspaces that, but only gets hit by a small portion of the jumping R1, so ends up with a very successful trade. Trip Cypher's jump in yet again and lands part of the backswing. Double rolls to return attack from Cypher there. Lands a half hit from the jumping R2. Jacob gets hit by part of the running attack there from Cypher, but trades for it. And Cypher's already out of a tier, and Jacob still has a significant HP lead. It goes for jumping R2 into staggered R1. Gets punished just barely in range there from Elementals and stunned out of the air. They're going in for pressure with the jumping R1. Gets a half hit from the jumping R2. A lot of careful spacing here on both participants' part. Let's get the throwing knife, goes for a trade. Cypher's about one full hit away from death here. Jacob just has to play passively and wait for a good opening. Cypher going to have to play very well here to make a comeback. Jacob pulls out a two-handed Wakizashi. Gets punished. Jacob loses their tier. Gets punished further. Things are just about even here. One more half hit and Jacob will be at the same HP level as Cypher. Cypher goes in for the jumping R1 and gets away unpunished after this.
Wow.
Go for a jump and trade, and Jacob barely makes it out alive there.
GG.
GG.
Good fight.
Very nice. Starting out with a trade. Being in Jacob's favor by a very tiny margin. Goes for jumping R1 into follow up R1. Another trade. Jacob has a very slight HP lead here. They both go for jumping R2 at the same time around each other. Both going for very low risk attacks here. Jacob lands another jumping R2 on Cypher. Lands a half hit on Cypher. Cypher lands a jump. Cypher stuns Jacob's jump. They both jump around each other. Trade there, but Jacob only gets a half hit. Lands another jumping R2 on Cypher. Keeping up some careful aggression here. Tries to jump away, but gets clipped by a half hit from Cypher there. Cypher does not have their tier though. Jacob has a pretty decent HP lead here. Cypher's about one hit away from dying. Jacob carefully spaces that, still ends up getting clipped by a half hit it seems, but ends up winning this round.
Oh, good
In
fight.
this set.
GG! Very good fight.
GG's.
Alright, so we have Jellyfish on Morningstar again, and Kanu on Mirai Executioner Greatsword with off pike. This is going to be a very interesting matchup. I think if Kanu goes for some well-timed trades, he has very high chance of picking up the Morningstar. Pitches Jellyfish on two parts of the weapon art, both the first part and the last part on two separate attempts. Jellyfish gets clipped out of the air by the follow-up R1 after running R2 there from Kanu. Kanu gets punished for the blue flask. Jumps right into Poison Mist from Jellyfish. Going for a bolus right out of range. Going for another trade against Jellyfish and lands the first and second part of the Mirai Executioner Ash Report. Jellyfish is down a tier. Roll in into R2, but does not get the roll catch down Jellyfish. Once seems Kanu's out of a tier, and manages to land a trade,
Good job.
well poisoned, to win out this round. Kanu immediately going in with the winning R1, trades the weapon art, and lands the entire aspect of it. Roll catching Jellyfish's attempt at an escape. It's the Ash War again, does not get punished for it. Kanu's under poison, rolls the Frost proc for the Frost spot. Gets bolus punished there, still under poison, the blue bolus. Kanu attempting a trade, is able to land it. Kanu gets full proc by bleed while still under poison. It's gonna be rough. It's difficult for Kanu to land a trade at this point. They mostly have to go for clean hits. And the poison is definitely ticking down. Doesn't feel much. Very pressured very clearly. They're going as aggressive as they can safely. Goes for an R2 roll catch, but Jellyfish successfully reacts and rolls it.
Oh, so close, so
Drops.
close.
Beast Roar. And
GG!
follow-up swing from Morningstar is able to successfully finish off Kanu.
GG.
Good
Very nice,
fight.
1-1.
Good luck.
Alright, going for Poison Mists here. Kanu's already starting off poisoned. Clicks successful bolus off, goes to the weapon right after. Rolls that before being punished. An off by swing, lands the first part of the weapon up, but Jellyfish is able to successfully reaction roll the second part of it. And he rolls away and attempts to space the Poison Mist with off pike, but still gets poisoned. Goes for a bolus up close and gets punished for it. Trades with Jellyfish's follow-up crouch R1, does not get the second half of the weapon art, but then gets the first half into the second half again. Goes for a bolus at point blank and gets punished for it. Gets punished by a follow-up crouch R1 into R1. There goes Kano's tier. And it seems the Jellyfish no longer has a tier either. Kano getting a blue flask off successfully there. Sleep pot up close from Jellyfish, but Kano does not get into it. Goes for a trade, evening things out. Jellyfish is now at a HP disadvantage. Goes for a poison mist up close. Poisons Kano, but Kano is able to get a successful R1 swing off afterwards.
GG.
GG! Good fight!
Well played. Let's see if Jellyfish can bring things back here. Jellyfish immediately starting off with a frost pot that lands successfully. Does not get the bolus punish off and trades poison mist with the first half of the Currye weapon art. Is Tentacle in the corner. I'm guessing they can't really see much after that. Loses a significant amount of HP after that. And does not manage to punish Kano's weapon art. That was a very, very strong lead here from Kano. Getting a successful bolus off. And outranging Jellyfish again with 3 off-pike swings. Jellyfish again misses the frost pot. And Kano gets the blue flask off successfully, but does not roll afterwards, it seems. Kano roll catches Jellyfish with the first half of the weapon art again. Goes for some off-bike swings into the Spotting Claw heal. Kano attempting to carefully space poison mist there, but still gets poisoned anyway. And is able to land the follow-up swing. Kano still has their tier, but is poisoned, and it looks like it could pop any moment now. Goes for a bolus up close, but gets punished for it, and manages to trade, landing the entire Mariah Executioner weapon art up close, finishing off Jellyfish.
Good fight!
Very nice.
Oh, no way. GG's.
GG's!
Here we have Silver on Ornamentals and ridbuff on Dragon King's Dragblade. Ridbuff immediately is trying to get a buff punish here, but Silver is able to roll out successfully. Ridbuff is very aggressive with HDS here, as they can get about an even trade against buff Ornamentals, I believe. So they can go pretty aggro against the setup. Stun Silver out of the air with the jumping R1 on correctly. Running R2 is going to be very difficult to land on Silver, as Silver's quite good at reaction rolling. Silver goes for the wave dash, crouch R1 there. That's the final hit from the jumping R1 on Ornamentals on ridbuff. Then jumping attack again on ridbuff. Ridbuff trying to get the running R2, goes for jumping R1, gets the backswing after jumping R1 into R1. Gets the backswing hit again on Silver. Now it's definitely going to be somewhat easy to outspace Ornamentals here with just the length of the backblade. But both are fairly good at reaction rolling, it seems. Silver has a more passive approach, but taking a good opportunity like that. Got all 3 hits of the jumping R1 from Ornamentals again. Lands the Ornamentals jumping R1 yet again. Seems ridbuff's tier could pop on probably the next half hit even. It's very close to popping. Jumps into Silver's attack and stunts them out of it. Lands another follow-up R1, and there goes ridbuff's tier. Ridbuff is playing a little bit more passively here now that they don't have so much of an HP advantage. Silver still maintaining his tier. Misses the jumping R1 as Silver jumps. Lands the follow-up swing. Silver still has his tier, but only barely.
Good fight! Good fight!
As Silver carefully buffing in the corner there. Starts off the match, landing in a jumping R2 on ridbuff. Ridbuff playing a bit more safe aggression here. He's able to prediction roll the entire jumping R1. Trying to attack Silver midair. Ridbuff backing off here and just kind of resetting. Jumps in, lands the jumping R1 on Silver, but does not get the fallout swing. Flips Silver with the side of the hitbox mid-jump. Gets roll caught as Silver lands. Goes for the running R2, out of range. Reaction rolls Silver, standing R1 into R1. Silver goes for the HTS swing that goes over Silver. Silver land to follow up R1. Silver swings a third time and gets hit by the HTS running R2 because of it. Things are looking about even here. Silver jumps over the jumping R1 from ridbuff there and lands 2 hits of the jumping R1 on ornamentals. Both miss each other and both go for a trade right after. Seems both tiers have now popped. I believe Silver has a little bit of an HP lead, but I can't currently see the HP bars. Both go right around each other yet again. Silver jumps over, but does not successfully land the jumping R1 on ornamentals on ridbuff. Both carefully just trying to bait out the other. Ridbuff gets hit by Silver's jumping R1. It's gonna be a little bit tough here. Ridbuff has to go for some 2 or 3 very solid, clean hits. We don't have to get up and close, cause Silver to panic a bit. It's panic midair with the jumping R1. Silver midair with it. Right? Silver's now on the dagger, and ridbuff goes for the weapon art, but does not successfully land it. And Silver finished them off with throwing knives and
GG.
dagger.
GG.
Oh, I forget to update the score. Is it now 2-2?
It's 2-0 for
Yeah.
Silver.
2-0.
Yeah.
Yes.
Good luck.
Alright, let's see if ridbuff can bring it back. It's definitely a better matchup than normal HTS versus Power Stance Straight Sword fights, but it still is Power Stance Straight Sword, which is a decent neutral game, like HTS is not. Silver immediately starting out strong here, landing a jumping R2 and a half hit from a normal R1, I believe. Going for a trade there, but with buffed ornamentals, he ends up winning that. Silver swaps talismans, has the ritual shield buff yet again. Goes for the jumping R1 on ornamentals and lands the entirety of it. And gets to the swaddling cloth health buff even though he's at full HP. Silver jumps over the running R2 there, but misses the jumping R1. Gets caught attempting to jump, gets hit mid-jump again by ridbuff. Ridbuff kind of waiting for Silver to try and move in. Jumping trade, and ridbuff gets hit. Fall up, losing momentum and jump for a reverse jump there into an R2, but gets punished very severely for that. Lands the jumping R1, no, misses the jumping R1 after the running R2 there on Silver. Silver still has his tier, whereas ridbuff is at very low HP. Silver swapping to a dagger. It's going to be very difficult to make it back from here. There goes Silver's tier. Some nice prediction rolls there from ridbuff. Dagger's going to be pretty much unreactable up close with some good movement here. The ridbuff is going to have a very tough time trying to make it back. Not impossible though. Ridbuff goes for the running R1, but Silver goes right over it. All it takes is for ridbuff to make 1 or maybe 2 mistakes and then it's over. And ridbuff gets hit mid-air when attempting to swipe with the HTS.
GG! Very
Good
good
fight.
fight!
Oh my
Very
gosh.
Silver is moving to the final.
Yeah, I knew it. Jacob, have me
Yes?
the rearrange. You know what to do, huh? Hmm?
Yeah, I know what to do.
Alright, so here we Jacob and Kanu, with Jacob on ornamentals and Kanu on power stance butchering there. It's a very interesting choice. Its ornamentals might be a bit rough, but might be able to make some swift trades. Jacob immediately starting out with a very solid lead here. Hidden between Kanu's recovery. Kanu lands a half hit there on the running attack. It's going to be very difficult for Kanu to do much, considering the low recovery of ornamentals.
Wow!
Goes for the prelate's charge and lands the final part of it, flinging Jacob into the air. Goes for it again and lands it on Jacob without swinging him into the air this time. Jacob lands the third part of the jumping R1 on ornamentals. Gets anti-air clipped by the crouching attack, I believe. So now Kanu still has their tier and Jacob is out of a tier. Tables have turned quite a bit here. Crouching attack on Kanu there. Kanu's seemingly out of a tier now. Jacob gets hit by the follow-up R1. Kanu going for another prelate's charge, but aims it away at the last second so as to not get punished. Successfully gets away. Jacob does get clipped very slightly by the fire left on the ground. Jacob successfully whiff punishes the jumping L1 from Kanu there. Kanu going for another prelate's charge read, doesn't get punished for it, missing it. And Jacob's able to get off a ornamental buff in that time, successfully with punishing Kanu again.
Oh, so
Kanu
close, so
successfully
close!
lands both hits of the rolling L1, and now pulls out an offhand axe. Jacob's very close here, but Kanu is also one solid hit away. Kanu making a smart move and going for some throwing knives. And lands a throwing knife up close, winning the
GG!
matchup here with some
Oh,
very good
GG.
reads.
Go fight!
Very nice.
Very nice.
Alright, Kanu's sticking with their build against ornamentals. Gonna be an uphill battle again. If you go for some nice trades, they might be able to win it out like last time. Wins the final part of prelate's charge again, flinging Jacob up into the air. Once again, Jacob talisman swaps before landing the jumping R2. Jacob's going for very low risk attacks here to try and not trade. Jacob gets clipped by a half hit from the rolling L1 there. Kind of rolls in, goes for a standing L1, misses it. Kind of goes for a delayed jumping L1 and lands both halves of it on Jacob. Jacob's definitely keeping his distance here, looking for a good opening. Just like that, with punishing Kanu with the standing R1. Kanu goes for the prelate charge once, misses it, or gets stunned out of it. Goes for it twice, lands some chip hits from it, but loses his spear over it. Not a very successful read there. Not really knowledge checking Jacob anymore, since Jacob's kind of adapted to it. Kanu's out of a tier. Jacob still has a significant HP lead in this round. Jacob gets anti-air hit by Kanu's standing L1s. Kanu goes for a jump into prelate's charge and lands the entirety of it, bringing up Jacob yet again. The hamburger flip. Jacob successfully whiff punishes the running attack from Kanu here. Kanu switching to offhand axe to play it a bit more safe. Go for less trades with the HP disadvantage here.
Wow!
And Kanu's finished off by
Good job!
R1 to R1 from
GG!
ornamentals. Very nice.
GG. Good fight.
Kanu immediately trying to get in aggro with some trades, gets stunned out of the air by Jacob's jumping R2 here and lands on bottom attack. Whiffs the running L1 and gets punished with a full hit and a half hit. Gets stunned out of the air again by Jacob. Goes for a delayed running L1 there into L1 but gets whiff punished by Jacob again. Lands, I think, a half hit there from the running L1, just barely in range.
GG!
Alright, let's see if Kano can bring it back here, or if Jacob's going to end up winning the set. Kano trying to trade with some jumping attacks there. Goes for the follow-up L1, but rolls out before getting punished this time. Jumps away to go for a free-aimed jumping L1, but doesn't get it. Does really charge again, but way out of range. Jacob's able to run away this time. Goes for 2 throwing knives into R1 from ornamentals on Kano here. Kano attempts to roll in, but gets roll caught by the backswing of the ornamentals R1. Jacob gets hit by second L1 in the chain from Kano here, and then rolls out. Kano goes for another trade, but gets stunned out of it. Jacob very carefully spacing everything here. Reaction rolls. Kano is jumping L1. Whip punishes the running L1 from Kano. Kano goes for Pele's charge again, but gets stunned out of it. Goes straight up close, splints the rolling L1 on Jacob. But Jacob still has a very significant HP lead with his tier. But is able to throw Jacob into the air with a burger flip yet again.
So close!
Kano's about a throwing knife away from death. Jacob's going to be playing a very safe here with some two-handed dagger R1s and throwing knives. Kano goes for Pele's charge again. Kano just trying to look for a safe opportunity here. Whiffs the jumping L1, doesn't get punished for it. Jacob goes for the weapon art on Tshark blade, and Jacob gets clipped for 1 damage from Pele's charge, and then is able to finish
Nice!
off Kano.
GG! Good
Oh,
fight!
good fights.
Very nice, very nice.
Very
Congratulations.
impressive! Both of you are very good players. Very good job!
Yes.
GG!
Alright. GG's. Old block gangster.
I went to the finals.
Yeah,
Alright.
you entered the finals.
You're fighting for Wildlife's honor now.
Yeah!
No, I'm fighting for everyone's honor.
May the best player win.
Alright, so we've got an ornamental mirror here. Jacob immediately getting punished for his ornamental buff, but swapping talismans. Silver gets hit with throwing knife and swaps his talismans as well. Now from what I've seen, both of their rolls are pretty good, though I think Silver's might be a bit better, his roll discipline. We'll just have to see. And none of that really will matter against the jumping R1, considering they're not unreactive. Silver immediately getting punished pretty hard there with a trade, and then just a full-on hit from Jacob. They're landing 2 swings from the third R1 chain, part of the chain. Keep getting hit by another throwing knife. So we're going for the jumping R1, and this is it. Panic rolls twice and gets roll caught on the 3rd time. Gets half hit by Jacob there. Silver gets clipped mid-jump. He goes for a trade, but gets stunned out of it. Silver's out of a tier, and Jacob's at a very significant HP lead with the tier still. Silver is swapped to two-handed Wakizashi. Two-handed Wakizashi is an interesting choice, considering that Jacob's not very low yet. One-handed Wakizashi might be a bit stronger with the R2. Silver trade, this is a dagger hit against ornamentals. Is about 1/2 hit away. Goes for a parry right at the end. Jacob stands there, not falling for the parry. So Jacob's going for just clean one shot as a comeback here. A possible tier skip for the parry. And Silver's running R2 gets strafed, and Jacob finishes him off with a R1 from Wakizashi himself.
GG!
Very nice. Jacob getting his buff punished yet again, swapping talismans. Silver taking the opportunity to try and rush in with the jumping on one, but does not land it. Another careful spacing here. Jacob gets hit with the very third swing from the jumping R1 from Silver. Silver gets hit midair with the jumping R1 as well, and Silver swaps the talismans. Lands the third swing and the third R1 in the chain on Jacob there. Silver definitely has a somewhat decent HP lead already. Silver goes for the jumping R1, misses it, and gets punished while still in recovery from Jacob's well-timed standing R1. Silver whips the jumping R1 and gets punished by Jacob standing R1. Very good spacing from Jacob here. He's not really falling for much bait. Clips Silver midair and gets half hit himself. He gets put mid-air there and then he won't go for an R1 trade. Silver's prediction was jumping R1, but gets stunned midair and gets hit by the fourth swing of the ornamental R1 chain. Silver's out of a tier and Jacob still has his tier. Silver whips the jumping R2 but does not get punished for it. Jacob really just baiting out Silver and waiting for a whiff punish opportunity throughout the match. That's working out very successfully. Jacob jumps right over Silver there, and neither of them end up taking any damage. Both just carefully rolling and reacting to each other's react ball attack. A little bit of a trade there. Jacob still has his tier though. Jacob missing the running attack there. Silver doesn't punish it. Silver goes to the jumping R1 again and stuns Jacob out of a jump mid-air, landing the entire first R1. It's a very nice spacing from Silver there as he whiff punishes the jumping R1. That's a very nice spacing.
Good job.
Jacob does not get initially punished for the buff right off there. carefully spacing each other. Silver gets hit by the 4th R1 in the chain there. And then jumping over is Jacob.
Oh no!
Looks like some
the
skipping from Jacob here.
Gonna do reset. Gonna
Yeah,
reset the map.
it's a very, very long skip here.
I think face just exploded.
Or he just disconnected.
Yeah, it looks like it might. Yep, he
Yeah,
disconnected.
I knew it!
My presence too menacing.
Too true.
Hello?
Hello?
Yeah.
What happened?
You
looks like you got
disconnect!
disconnected.
Where you were?
Is that me?
It's
Yeah.
you! Yeah, you
It's me?
disconnect! Yeah!
Mhm.
That's me? Wait, what? Wait, let me
Like
check. Oh my god.
Why? You don't realize you disconnect?
It has never happened. It's the first time today. It would just be like teleporting, but now it's disconnecting.
It's alright.
Alright. Alright, Silver immediately going for the buff punish, but does not successfully get it. And in the process does not get his buff off on his ornamentals. Jacob playing a bit aggro here, and Silver just kind of backing off. I'm assuming waiting out the buff. Nice punish on Jacob there. Lands jumping R2 afterwards as well. Silver goes for the frost pot and successfully lands the entire pot as well as the proc on Jacob. Silver keeping up the frost pots to prevent Jacob from successfully getting a bolus off. And both just circling around from a safe distance. Wait for some trades there. Jacob gets hit the second time after the trade. But still just barely has his tier. So whiffs the jumping on becoming the punish, gets knocked out of the air and hit 2 more times, different half hits. Bringing things a little bit more even. So whiffs the jumping R2 but doesn't get punished, and Jacob gets some dodge as well and collects health back from it. So runs the running R2 and goes for a follow-up hit into getting a trade. Landing another solid R1 on Jacob there while still maintaining his tier. Silver gets hit, panic roll twice but doesn't get roll caught for it. Silver runs the entirety of the jumping R1 and lands a follow-up swing with a trade. Still maintaining his tier and finishing up Jacob.
Oh, nice. Good fight.
GG!
Very nice. Alright, Silver immediately going for a buff punish here. Jacob doesn't go for the buff until he thinks he's safe, but gets punished by the Stormblade afterwards. Drops his talismans and now has the Ritual Shield buff again.
That's a nice hit on Silver there and up against the wall. Silver going for a nice throwing knife. Silver in the corner there, manages to escape without taking damage and follows it up with a jumping R1. Goes for another jumping R1, misses both. Lands the second swing of the R1s and takes Jacob's Ritual Sword buff. Silver now takes the damage, swaps talismans, and is back to Ritual Shield. Nice, does not panic roll there. Successfully rolls the third hit that would have hit him for the jumping R1. Jacob going for more throwing daggers to try and break that Ritual Shield talisman. Not quite with punish. Silver's missed jumping R1. Jacob goes for the jumping R1 himself. Silver follows with the exact same. Goes again, whiffs, and gets whiff punished by Jacob there. So very solid whiff punishes from Jacob throughout these rounds. Silver lands the jumping R2, just barely in range. And Silver's back to the Imped Mask. Silver jumps past Jacob there. Both jumping at each other in turns. Silver barely misses the jumping R1 there and gets punished for it. Gets punished for jumping in. Whiff punishes Jacob, goes for the running attack, but just barely misses it. Reaction rolls Jacob's attack, but Jacob still gets the skin swaddling cloth health back. Whips the jumping R2, but doesn't get punished for it. Comes a low recovery. Lands the third swing from the jumping R1 on Jacob. Jacob follows up with the same, and Silver tries it again, but neither of them hit. Silver goes for it yet again. Jacob goes for the jumping R2 into R1. Silver lands the jumping R1, lands a trade afterwards. And now Silver's tier is popped, and Jacob's is still maintained. It looks like Jacob's buff just ran out, like the tier. It didn't pop, it just ran out, I guess. And Silver's is gone too, they have good defense. Lands an attack on Jacob there. Both just carefully trying to bait the other out. Jacob lands one swing from the jumping R1, and Silver's able to get a clean R1 off on Jacob there, finishing him off.
Oh, good fight.
GG! Good job!
Nice.
This is so cute.
Both buffing at the same time here, no buff punish shenanigans. Both go for a jump there, and I believe Jacob gets clipped very slightly. No, it's Silver. It's clipped. Kind of to see. Silver drops the talisman. And he's able to clip Jacob with the jumping R1 this time. Both trade R1s there. Very even. Jacob attempts to whiff punish the jumping R1 there, but Silver's just barely able to get out. Silver escapes the corner without taking any damage. Silver goes for the jumping R1. Jacob goes to whiff punish it, but just barely gets clipped by the third swing into another half hit into a full-on R1 afterwards, leaving Silver at a significant HP lead here, popping Jacob's tier with a jumping R2. Jacob jumps right over him, and neither of them end up taking any damage. Silver attempts a parry there and gets punished for it without landing it. This is a jumping R1 into R1, but Jacob outspaces it. Silver rushes in and gets a failed backstep attempt and does not quite get punished for it. Reaction, panic rolling, and then reaction rolling successfully. Silver gets hit by the R1, panic rolls. Goes to aggro again, but gets another failed backstep attempt on Jacob. Goes for another parry, but does not get punished this time. Gets clipped by a half hit from the jumping R1 2 times in a row. And Jacob gets the Guzkin Swaddling Cloth heal. Silver there with a very delayed R1, landing a half hit on Jacob. Jacob stuns Silver in midair and lands a follow-up R1 whilst also getting the Godspoon Swaddling Clock heal, breaking Silver's tier. Silver goes to punish the jumping R2, but misses it. Silver lands a successful jumping R2 on Jacob. Jacob tries to do the same, but Silver rolls it. Jacob goes in for a trade there, but gets hit by a half hit, I think. Silver up against the wall there, but still successfully spaces one there. Goes for a jump out of the corner. Going for 2 jumping R1s, doesn't land either of them. On Jacob. Dave goes for the jumping R2 and Silver does not quite work on it. Silver whips the jumping R1, gets punished by a full R1 and a half hit from a follow-up R1. And Jacob's able to finish him up afterwards. Very nice turnaround from Jacob there.
No, good job.
Good job!
I need a break.
Alright. Good luck, buddies!
Alright, both buffing here. Silver misses the dagger on the ground. There's some back and forth jumping attacks, but both being reacts are all going for the jumping R1s at this point. So we whiffs the jumping R2, but doesn't get punished for it.
Oh, wrong guy.
Silver gets hit by a half hit just barely on the jumping R2 there, and then swaps talismans. Jacob stuns Silver out of midair completely with the jumping R2. Silver gets hit barely in range with the jumping R2 from Jacob. And lands the final swing of the jumping R1 right after. And gets clipped by another R1 and is able to trade an R1 right back at Jacob. Silver lands the third hit of the jumping R1 into a half hit into the third R1 swing. To clean our 1 hit on Silver there. Silver successfully roll catches Jacob with a half hit there. Goes for the jumping R1 but gets jumped over by Jacob and Jacob lands the jumping R2. Silver's steer's just about popped. And he hits Jacob with the second half of the running R1. Silver trying some delayed R1s there. Panic rolls twice and gets roll cut on the second one and loses his tier. Jacob's still maintaining his tier. Jacob lands the half hit from the R1 on Silver. Still maintaining his tier. Silver jumps right over Jacob and Jacob turns around landing a half hit on Silver.
Oops.
Looks like Jacob's tier buff just completely ran out. Silver lands the entire jumping R1 3-hit combo on Jacob there. And things have definitely evened out now that the buffs have completely run out after Silver successfully... Or sorry, Jacob successfully broke Silver's tier. Both playing incredibly passive here, just waiting for a very safe opportunity. Jacob attempts to go in with jumping R1 but whiffs it. Goes for jumping R2 and whiffs it as well. Silver goes for the jumping R1 and does not quite get whiff punished for it. Silver successfully whiff punishes Jacob's miss jumping R1 there.
Wow!
Both got a tiny bit of HP and
GG!
then the roll catch
What
right
the
at
hell?
the end. Now the score is 3 to 3, very
Very
even.
close!
It was a very close match.
You did a good job,
It was
buddy.
too close.
True, true.
Yeah, it's fun, guys.
Good luck.
Alright,
Thank
both
you, guys.
bumpers at
Yeah.
the same time.
Good luck.
They're going for a nice delayed R1 there, roll catching Silver.
Don't be afraid.
We're very clearly waiting for a safe attack opportunity here.
I don't think Silver can hear you, Jacob. He just milled the Discord voice channel.
Oh, you can hear me?
He can.
Oh,
He
okay.
can't. Yeah.
He milled the voice channel.
Oh, he can't hear me? Yeah, that's
Yeah.
good. That's good if you can't hear me.
Jacob gets clipped there, just barely in range from Silver's R1. So gets clipped by an R1 and then follows up with an R1 on Jacob. Silver panic rolls and gets rolled out for it. Lands a half hit on Jacob. Then goes for jumping R1 into R1 and then backswing R1. Gets the God's King scoring across the buff. And failed backstab attempt into roll catch from the crouch R1 from Jacob there.
They fight very carefully.
Yeah, even going for a lot of delayed attacks. Then the follow-up swing into the third swing into an additional R1 when Silver attempts to roll in. And the rolling attack on Jacob there. A half hit from the third swing of the R1s into a penetrating. Jacob's still maintaining a tier.
Guys, tell me to calm down.
Clearly baiting and waiting for a safe attack opportunity yet again. Goes for a jumping R2 and just barely clips Jacob there. And Jacob's tier just ran out. He gets clipped midair by a half hit. The tier running out has really brought Silver up to about an even level here.
So close,
Silver
so
gets clipped by a
close.
full on R1. They're both
Guys,
about a half
guys.
hit away.
I'll do anything.
Go for it, go for it.
Guys, should I swap the dagger? Yeah, don't help me, don't help me.
Most players going for the safest attacks in their arsenal right now to finish each other off.
Oh, so
Jacob gets hit
close.
by a half hit,
my
and
God.
Silver gets hit by a half hit. Both a handful of throwing knives away, or just a half hit from one of their swords. Looks like Silver is swapping to two-handed Wakizashi, and Jacob's doing the same. Both are very...
Ah!
And
Oh!
Jacob gets clipped by a
Goodbye.
Oh
R1.
my
Oh,
god!
nice. Good
Bro.
Jacob can still bring it back in the next round,
3
Then you go back to
equal
even?
fight.
and
God.
Silver just needs one more to win.
True.
Oh my gosh.
You can do
Very
it,
close.
Jacob.
I pre-buffed, my bad.
Yeah, it's at the same time, it'll be fine. Just more consider cut punish. Alright, throwing knife. Intelligence. Silver gets a half hit on Jacob there, and Jacob swaps talismans afterwards, regaining the ritual shield buff. Silver lands 2 throwing knives, negating the shield buff again. Silver lands yet another throwing knife. About an even trade there. Silver has a tiny HP lead. Silver gets a throwing knife. Jacob attempts to whip punish, but gets the backswing instead of the breaker. Kind of hits Silver for 3 R1s. Things are already turned and skewed into Silver's favor quite severely here. Jacob also gets the Godskin Swaddling Cloth HP buff. Gets hit by a half hit, fairly in range from Silver, and Silver loses his tier.
One more silver. Jump!
Silver lands in R1, gets the backswing into a half hit from the third R1 swing. Some wiggling there from Jacob. Leads to a roll catch on Silver, and Silver follows it back with a normal R1. Jacob gets hit by the third swing of the jumping R1, and then gets hit by a follow-up swing. Nice whiff punish there from Jacob's part, leading to a gust in Swaddling Cloth HP. Ending another R1 on Silver, and lands the unreactable jumping R1 up close on Silver.
That's
Leading the score
animation.
to 4-4.
Goodbye.
Animation
Goodbye.
fucking hell.
I did it!
Oh my god.
I did it!
Score's even now?
Wow.
I did it! I did it!
Wow. Yeah,
did
you
it.
did it. Good.
did it.
Very good job, buddy. I know you can do it.
I did it!
Wow.
Still on the end.
One more round.
One more round.
Stakes are high.
Do you need a break again? Chocolate break? Toilet break? Water break?
Come on, let's go. You're on a streak. Let's go.
I did it!
One more round and it's a draw.
Let's
I
go.
did it!
Yeah, you did it. Very good job, buddy. We know you can do
I
it.
did it!
Go to your square.
Oh my gosh, I did it! Oh my god!
Yeah.
I'm the goat. I'm the goat, guys. I'm the goat.
Let me get my daggers back.
I'm the
I need to spend more
goat.
daggers.
Yeah.
Really, that's fun.
I did it. I did it. I did it.
Alright, still got one more round.
Alright, go to your square.
Wait.
Yeah, get ready for the real fight.
Go.
Wait.
You can say something to your family. You're on live now.
It's not over yet.
I made it here.
Buddies, let's think of something to encourage Jacob to fight.
Just kick him onto
We
that
should
circle.
value our time.
Oh, I'm breathing into
We
the
should
mic.
value also Silver's
bad.
time that he's ready.
Sometimes you just need a little push, you know?
Silver is
wait.
doing admin work to push the plan to fight. And then me and Oma is still watching.
I'm not ready.
Alright, make it to your circle.
Yes, let's go! Yay!
Yeah, you have to
Alright, here we go.
respect everyone's time,
So,
okay?
Silver buff punishes him this time with the dagger. Whiffs and jumping R2 gets punished. Panic rolls but doesn't get punished for that.
Hey fam, it's me, Goots.
Silver attempts to punish Jacob's jumping R2 but doesn't get there in time. Goes with jumping R1 but Jacob rolls it. Jacob does the same. Silver gets the slide so he doesn't get to attempt to punish. Silver going for some delayed attacks, gets the follow-up R1 and the Godskin Swaddling Cloth HP heal. Silver lands 2 hits from the jumping R1 into the standing R1. Things looking quite good here for Silver already. Silver whips the jumping R1, gets punished by a full R1 and a half hit follow-up. Jacob with hit by 3 attacks into a 4th R1
No.
out of stagger.
Oh, ho, ho, ho.
Silver goes for a trade. And there goes Jacob's tier.
Shit.
Jacob gets roll caught. Goes for another trade. Jacob's about one full hit away from death.
No.
And Silver gets him with a standing R1.
No.
that concludes the finals.
Well done.
Good
Congratulations.
job! Good job, buddies!
Yeah,
Go!
good fight.
Very good
Except
fight.
for you making us waiting.
Yeah.
Oh, it's crazy.
Both of you very good players. Congratulations, Silver. What? You can't do this to me, huh? You can't do this to me now. You bad Silver. I am invisible. I am cheater.
I should have took longer.
You did well, buddy. Let me give you a hug. Good job. Good job, buddy. You can do this
You
to
shouldn't
me.
have cheated. I miss the days of like what is it? Pre-mold rune of me backstabbing YY after I win. Those were the
Truly
days.
top tier. Yes.
Yeah.
Ah, I heard Jacob. No. Good job. Nice. Congratulations, buddy.